All right, hello everyone. This is Jack Bosch speaking again, and welcome to another interview that we're doing here with a successful power couple, one of our students, Warren and Michelle David. How are you guys? Davis, I'm sorry. How are you guys doing?
Doing
very
good,
well, Jack.
thank you.
Thank you.
How are you
Wonderful.
doing?
So, you guys live in Phoenix. You guys
Yep.
have come through our training. You came through our coaching program. You were inducted in the Hall of Fame. Warren quit his job already. You guys are doing this more or less full time. Or Warren is, and Michelle, as much as the current job still allowed, but you're on the next one to hopefully be liberated here. So
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you just a little bit and just chat about how this all happened. So give us a little bit of background of who you are and just on how you came about land flipping.
Okay, well, like you said, we're Warren and Michelle Davis, and we started about 2.5, 3 years ago. And we were both interested in becoming into real estate, had no experience at all in real estate. We ended up going to a program, spending, $50,000 on it, and worked day and night. Literally, after work, both of us would work until almost 11 or 12 o'clock every single night, on the weekends, 8 to 10 hours, and we got 0 deals. So
And it was actually $53,000.
By the way, we are not talking about our program here, right?
No.
We're not talking about the Jack Bosch program, LPG at all.
No.
So that's how we actually got started and interested in real estate, because we really wanted to learn how to invest and flip houses is what we tried to do.
Right.
So that turned out to be a zilcho, 0, nothing. So we ran across Jack. We saw you at one of the ASREA meetings, and you started talking about flipping land, and you offered to the ASREA community. You were having a one-day session on that Saturday, and you offered us to come and listen in. So Warren and I looked at each other and said, yeah, let's go check this out. It sounds interesting. So we went and checked that out, and then at that event, you did share that you were going to have a 3-day event, and offered us to be able to sign up for that. So Warren and I, we were still interested. We had a little bit of sting there. We weren't thinking about spending $50,000 again that quickly, because we just did this like it wasn't a couple weeks later. But you did.
Which you didn't, because our program doesn't cost $53,000.
Right,
No,
right,
it does not.
right.
So we did not. So we came in to your 3-day workshop, and it's interesting. It's so funny because Warren told me when we went in, he said, now, when they call us back and want to talk to us about signing up, I don't want you to say anything. We are not signing up for anything else. We're going to pay this $53,000 off first. I said, okay,
Right.
I'm not going to say anything. So we listened, and it's interesting. I mean, at the table, right there at the table, because the 3-day workshop was amazing. The information was phenomenal, and we just were very hopeful. Could this possibly be real?
And by the way, if I quickly throw in, currently, because while the country opens up and so on, we can't do those multi-day events right now, we haven't been able to do them for at least during 2020. But we're looking to do them very soon again. So as this was, if you for those. Yeah, in the current environment or currently right now, we're looking forward to doing them, and we're planning to do some very soon again. But if you are watching this right now and you're like, well, where's this 3-day event right now? Well, as soon as they're coming back up, we're gonna let you know about the next one that comes up. But go ahead. So you attended one of ours. Yes, we love those.
Yeah.
We did. I just want to chime in here just a little bit, just to let you know kind of where our mind was at the time. We had been, we were in debt. We hadn't seen anything work for us in real estate. And internally within myself, I was wondering if real estate was for me, if this was a field that I should even be pursuing. So when we finally did come to, we heard Jack speak, so many of the aspects of what he was talking about in terms of real estate seemed very doable. It seemed a lot less complicated than what we had already experienced. And it made so much sense that I couldn't help but honestly look at it. But even still, even though it made sense, I was still skeptical within my own heart that this was actually going to work. So that's why it was, we moved along, but we moved along with caution.
Of course, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
With much caution, and honestly, you know, when I saw you, you know, you speaking and Michelle, I said, "Oh, these are just some, you know, real estate gurus again, trying to get our money." And it was so that we were scared, we were skeptical, we didn't want to spend any more money. But like I said, we went back. I said I wouldn't say anything at the table. It made so much sense. It was so wonderful. The event was so wonderful. There were so many success stories of people just like us, that we wanted to take the opportunity and take the chance. So Warren said, okay, just give us a minute, and we're going to have a little word of prayer together, and then give us 5 minutes. And they did. They left, and we came back, and we signed on the dotted line, and we signed up for everything. And it has just been phenomenal since then.
Right.
I don't know if you want to keep sharing. You want to have another question, or you want me to keep going here?
No, keep going.
Yeah. Well, it was
back there was like, okay.
You know, I mean, we did notice that it made sense, and the program, you know, based on where we come from, was extremely affordable, at least for us to get in. So we felt, well, now if everything this man says, you know, even if part of it comes to pass, we should be very, you know, relatively successful at getting started in flipping land. And so based on where we had come from, it was affordable, it made sense, and we went on and we took the step. And we got into our coaching program because, you know, obviously I'd already told you, I didn't feel like real estate was something for me. So I knew I needed somebody that I could bounce, you know, ideas off of, and I kind of needed some hand holding, really.
Yeah.
And so even though I consider us to be intelligent, we still needed guidance. And so that's why we got into the coaching program. And, you know, within the first 90 days, you know, we got that first wonderful in the mail email where somebody said, "I accept your offer." We put out an offer to somebody. We'd already sent out our neutral letters. We finally got that first "I accept your offer." I couldn't believe it. So I started, you know, dancing around, and it was just such a joyous time. And then, you know, within the first 90 days, we had actually sold that property, and we had money, like profit in the bank.
It was 13 grand. It was about
13,000.
Fantastic.
And we're coming from a place where we had made zero money in real estate. So to us, $13,000 was like $1 million.
It's like, yes. And you know,
hey, the first deal that you do is always the one. It doesn't matter if it's a $3,000 deal or a $30,000 deal or a $100,000 deal. Obviously, the more the numbers, the better. But it's that deal that really brings it home that this works, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And after that, there's a second part, which is the part of scale, right? So now you have done the first deal. And that's what with our coaching program, that's what we do. We get everyone the first 90 days exactly is designed to get that first deal and ideally sell it. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, but that's kind of the goal. Get the first deal in the contract and sell it just as quick as possible. So you guys did that, and then after that, now the scaling part happened. So how did it go on after that?
Well, and I just want to mention as well on the coaching. You know, we did that too because we wanted to be able to get with an experienced land flipper and accelerate our business, you know, quickly. We didn't want to drag it and make those beginner mistakes, you know. Which you can do, but we wanted to accelerate and have our coach at hand, and they're always with these questions that we knew we were going to have, like Warren said, because we were not experienced in real estate whatsoever. You know, we don't have a real estate license, and we've never done that. So once we got, you know, after we did get that first deal, it was our coach was still so helpful to us because there were other deals, and there's just different aspects of each deal that can come up that we, you know, had no idea, like, you know, dealing with the title companies or, you know, what kind of warranty deed or a quick claim deed or just these different things, you know, in real estate. And those are very simple things, I understand. But for us, you know, it's like speaking, you know, Greek or Italian or something, a foreign language that we don't know. You
know, because you talk about scalability, because we both had full-time jobs, you know, we knew we wanted to run our business. We were running our business each week. Spending time in the evenings, just a couple hours in the evenings to make sure our business kept on running, getting letters out there, doing offer requests, etc. But we needed to scale as quickly as possible because we were working a lot of hours through our day job, and I wanted to have time, you know, with family in the evening. So we had to look at areas that we could get VAs, our virtual assistants, to handle for us. And by the way, when we started sending work out to the VAs, we found it to be affordable. We could scale, and it was affordable to scale so that, you know, they're doing their job, which we were doing before. Now we have a VA in place doing it, like, let's say, doing our skip tracing, and they're taking care of that while we're off, you know, doing more of the management side of the business. And that's how we were able to start doing more deals on a monthly basis, and then getting more seller financing deals. And finally, after a couple of years, I was able to say bye-bye to the corporate position and actually, you know, move into it full time, where I, you know, that's where I have time to do our land business.
And that is absolutely fantastic. So yes, and you did quit your job. So congratulations to that.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And so now then, exactly, the scale pieces, and so if you look back now into the coaching, what has the coaching program done for you, and could you have done it without it?
Wow.
Go ahead.
The coaching program, kind of like what I just mentioned, it helped accelerate our success. It helped us to have a personal guide that was extremely experienced, you know, in land flipping, and could answer the questions that we would have. And also, they gave input to things that we may not, he gave input to things that we may not have even thought of,
right,
you know, ourselves. When we were doing our deals, he would, you know, let us know, hey, did you look at this possibility with that land? Because we had some land we looked at, and we're like, there's nothing we can do with this, you know, landlocked property. But then our coach would say, yeah, there actually is. And, you know, remember Jack said, you know, you're not the market, but here's some ideas of how to market it. So the coaching program, you know, our coach took us step by step through a lot of deals of things that we may not have looked at ourselves, being, you know, new to real estate and new to the business. Even not just that, but he was just so experienced that he just would have so many other perspectives on how to handle a deal, you know, how to handle our sellers, how to handle a contract, how to handle, you know, closing that deal to make it more efficient and more profitable for us.
And for me, you know, what he was doing, go ahead.
No, please.
Well, no, for me, what he was doing, you know, step by step, was allowing me to build confidence in our ability to actually see a deal all the way through.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, I would even approach the, you know, different aspects of it, and I was still nervous about, you know, how this was really going to come out. Yeah. But our coach believed in us, and he believed, you can see this through, you can make it happen. So it was kind of like hand holding us, just supporting us, letting us know you can make it, you can actually do this. And I needed that personally, because even on the outside, I may have come across confident and like I knew what I was doing. On the inside, I was, you know, shaking most of the time before we got ready to do anything. So the coach really helped, because I'd seen him do it, and I watched him do it week after week after week. I figured, well, I can do it too. And that's what he instilled in us.
Yeah, and what I liked was that he wasn't doing it for us.
Right.
Because this is our business.
Right.
And we needed to learn how to run our business.
Right.
So it wasn't like, okay, I'm going to do this, you know, I'm going to do this marketing piece for you. I'm going to build the ad for you. No, he would just give us instruction. We'd show him what we had done and then give some input, you know, into that. So that's what I really liked, because, you know, as we share with other people, this is a business, you know, and this is a viable business, and to learn how to do it yourself so that you can learn how, you know how to do it all the way through. And that's what I liked about the coaching. You take it from step one all the way to the end till you get that deal and you close it. And then you know how to do the business over and over and over again. And that's what I really appreciated about it, because we can run it now.
Awesome. That's I love it. So yes, and that's exactly what we do. It's like there's multiple pieces that make the puzzle together, and you have to learn to do them all, or to outsource them through the VAs, and really build a scalable business out of it. And that just doesn't happen overnight. I mean, it's like, if you look at the best athletes, or as I always say, like the bigger success a person is as an entrepreneur, usually the more coaches they have. And it's like, and I always say, I always see that when I first went to like a meeting with a whole bunch of successful entrepreneurs of 7, 8, 9 figures, the bigger their business, the more coaches they had. And it's like, initially I thought like, well, yeah, that's because they have the money to do it. But the answer is actually the other way around. They have the money because they have the coaches.
Right.
You end up paying, as you said, I love what you said, that you avoid the mistakes. You end up paying for coaching either way.
Yeah.
Right? You end up paying for it by either your mistakes, by sending 7,000, like some students have done 7,000 letters to the wrong county, and wasting time, and instead being stuck in a world that you don't want to be stuck in, and all those different things. Now, I know you guys you specialize a little bit more on not on the $100,000, $200,000 properties, but on the lower price properties, right? Which is fine because there's plenty of them around. But what has been your biggest deal that you've done so far? Or that might be in the works though.
Yeah. Which one is the biggest? The 35,000?
That probably 30. Yeah, it was about 38,000 in one deal that we made, which was, I mean, just something I'd never even envisioned, even getting into the lamp flipping business. But we kept hearing testimonies about other people that have come. They had 50,000 deals, $60,000 deals, and so we've had a couple of deals that we that would net us more than 100 grand. One of which didn't work out, but we can see that those deals are possible. The same steps it took us to bring in 10 grand or 14 grand, same steps to bring in 60 grand or maybe 80 grand. So we know it's coming.
Yeah, and we don't mind we don't mind getting a check for $10,000, $15,000 profit. I mean, hey,
all day long.
We take those all day long, and we just did one, recently, and it was just like $3,000 profit. But we were happy with that, and we took a trip up to Sedona and, enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, this is, and I mean, when we first started, it's so interesting. We would hear people sharing like, I don't really go after the $2,000 or $3,000 profit deals anymore. Where I was like, we'll take $2,000 or $3,000.
That's right.
So it's just your perspective. But
right.
We don't mind doing over and over again the $10,000 to $15,000 deals. They come in, and it adds up just like if you did one deal at 100 grand.
Exactly. You got the cash side, but you also got the seller financing deals. And the best seller financing deal, I think, to date still is a deal where we sold 29 acres, and the gentleman pays us about $500 a month. For what's about 4 or 6 years, something
about
like that.
6 years.
6 years. But then we have a lot of other seller financing deals that together could more than replace my salary, and those deals keep coming in, and we just love those. As a matter of fact, we just got a check that was sent to us Friday. We got it when we got it Monday morning. Yep. For another seller financing deal. So I mean, we love those deals.
Yeah, I love them too. I mean, even when we sell them, we have no preference if it's a seller financing deal or cash deal, because I love the cash. It's always nice, and seller financing cash flow is always nice. So
yes.
It's like you got to choose between very nice and very nice. What do you pick?
That's right. That's right.
So I know that. So great. So probably one of the last questions is like, can you describe did the land business, did a transformation happen what's the impact of the land business in your life from the point of view of like, just, do you live your life different now in the terms of like, not necessarily day to day, into like, not that you go and spend a whole bunch of money or something like that, but more like internally, or like, because what it did for me was like, it created a tremendous peace of mind. So yes. What has it done for you?
Okay.
So one thing it's done for me, you're right, it does create a peace of mind. In our retirement, it's given us something that we can actually hold on to and grow and build and scale and continue. I mean, as long as we want to. It's an amazing business to be able to do that for us. The other thing it's done for me, I get so excited to share this with people. For me, it has helped me to have something to give to others that is really valuable, and I know is valuable and can be very valuable for them financially in their lives, not only them, but their children, their whole living, I'm sorry, how am I going to say this? How they live, you know, if they want a vacation, if they have children they're trying to get through school, if, you know, they're senior citizens and they need extra income. That's what this business has done for me. It has given me something that I can really share. I'm very excited about it. I'm very passionate about sharing with people. I share everywhere I go all the time.
That's right.
And the fact that it is legitimate, the fact that and I'm not trying to puff you up right now, Jack, but that you and Michele are people of integrity.
Yes.
You weren't just sharing something and something out of reach for everybody. You share your story, you share your success, because you know that others can be just as successful, and you want that.
Right.
And to me, that's what this business has done for me. It's because I've been in a lot of, you know, opportunities I've taken. I've tried so many things because I really believe in cash flow and residual income. I've always tried to do that. So for me to finally find something that really literally works, it doesn't take forever. It's a business, and you can continue to grow and scale it, and you can grow it to whatever you want it to be. And it's in your hands to do that. And it's like, we're not connected to Jack, Bosch, and Michele. Like, what we make doesn't affect them. What we don't make doesn't affect them. So, but what they've given to us in this business has affected our lives tremendously. And so the fact that I can actually share that with others, and you give that opportunity to so many people, that's what this business has done for me. I hope that made sense.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense to me. For me personally, one of the biggest things is we've seen our children benefit from this business. We have something that in our legacy we can leave to our children that we know works, and we know if they really embrace it and they do the steps like we're showing them to do, they can take control of their financial destiny. That's what it has done for me. When I was in corporate America, I knew that there was a cap, there was a ceiling of how high I could go and how much I could make. But with this business, there is no ceiling. There's nothing stopping me. This business helped me confront myself and say, well, Warren, what if this really works? You have no more excuses for mediocrity, no more excuses for not making money that you need to make. If you want to work harder, you can make more money. So that's what it's done for me. It's really let me take control of my own financial future, and no one can stop me. No one can stop the Davises from being as successful as we want to be. And then our children now are seeing that, and they're getting on board. That's what really, I mean, blew the roof off for me, is our children saw it, and they are working in the business as well.
Yeah, and family and friends and colleagues and anybody.
I don't know, you guys bring to every event, you bring like 5 more couples there. So which is fantastic. So thank you very much for the wonderful words. So thanks a lot. I mean, this is really exciting. I'm so excited for you guys' success. And by the way, and that really, so that's all the questions I have right now. So for everyone, just to know, the cart is open. You guys can go here below. We'll put the links there. The links are above or below somewhere here, and however it's being displayed here in the page or in the group. You can put your contact your concierges, contact your private personal advisors, right? And let's get the conversation started of getting you on the same fast track that Warren and Michele are on, because that's what it really is. It's the fast track to success, right? So how long would you guys have thought it would have taken you to be successful without this?
Oh my gosh, without a doubt, I know we would have floundered, because just like any other real estate business or business period, there's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of activities you can get involved in, but our coaching helps keep our activities focused so that we didn't waste time floundering. So I think if we were on our own, we might still be trying to work the business to get it to the point where we really know what we're doing. And here it's been 3 years, right? Which maybe not a long time, but it is a long time. And who knows if our confidence would have lasted for 3 years where we might have just said, well, hey, I still can't do this, and I might have given up. Without the coaching program and without, Jack and Michelle's support, I don't know that we would be here. I don't think we'd be enjoying this level of success really without that.
Yeah, and that gets to be my concern. I really, if I hear that, someone gets discouraged, that it's not working for them, they just need some guidance, because it really will work for you. It's not, you don't have to have special experience. It's just following the program, getting in with the right coach, and not even the right coach, all of them are amazing. So it's just, the program will work. So, if you're discouraged, and you're in it, just lift yourself back up, get in line and stay in line, as Jack and Michelle say.
Get in line and stay in line.
Honestly,
That's the
this
big
will work for you. It really will.
That's it.
Awesome. So with this said, thank you very much, guys. Again, reach out to your concierges. You know who they are. The names are all here. Send them a direct message. Post questions here. You guys potentially available to, if somebody direct message you, to answer a few questions?
Yeah.
Sure.
That would be great. Thank you so much. So you guys contact them directly and ask them if it's really true, or if I strangled them to say this. So obviously I have. So again, thank you so much. And I really love you guys, and we're so excited for you guys' success and the entire family that's coming on board with it. So with that, thanks everyone. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.